It's April 1st. Get ready for words of wisdom from Egypt because I'm finally home and getting settled in and learning some of the lessons that I learned from being there. And the first one I'm going to talk about is my fear of flying. You guys hear me say it all the time. And I actually got a beautiful gift this time when I was flying. So anyway, the flights were actually pretty good. And, if you take enough medication, it kind of helps, but not really. But anyway, we're coming back into Chicago, and I knew ahead of time, probably shouldn't look at the weather, that it was going to be rough because Chicago is windy anyway, but we had like 40-mile-an-hour winds coming in, so I knew it was going to be a tough landing, and we had a pretty tough one inside of Egypt when the weather was good in the desert, so I was kind of like, ugh. So anyway, we're coming in tired. Jennifer and I have not slept for 48 hours. I am literally squished in the middle in this seat that is so tight that I cannot, my foot was hurting because my shoelace was too tight. I could not bend down to untie my effing shoe to get a break. So, and the lady next to me was not nice. She kind of took up 2 seats, let's just say that. And she was not very nice. She was doing this. So I was cranky. And the plane's doing this thing, and it's like, oh my God. And Jennifer gets motion sickness, and I'm thinking, we're going to die. And so, again, got a message from God, Spirit, Creator, whatever you want to call it, and was told, just close your eyes. And I'm like, okay, close your eyes. So I did, and they said, feel the wind. Feel how the plane works with the wind. And so I actually did that, and I was like, oh, and I could feel the plane actually doing the currents of the wind. And I realized this really isn't scary. Like, okay, we got this. And so why am I sharing this? Because this is what we do in our own lives. We fight the fucking wind, right? How often do you fight against something and you're stressed about this and this isn't going right and you try to force that and you want somebody to do this thing? What if instead you flow with the energy that's coming in and stop pushing so hard against it and see what happens? And I've been doing that since I've gotten home, and it has been so much easier. So the next time you're stressing and freaking out and wanting somebody to do what you want and this isn't working out, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and breathe and ask yourself, do I want to ride with the wind? Or do I want to keep fighting against it and staying in this turbulent, icky feeling of life? I look forward to talking with you again tomorrow.